Welcome in again. It is Friday, a beautiful Friday morning, approaching noon. Here in Vegas, it's nice and sunny, as I think it always is, although heard that it was like raining or snowing here just a few days ago. That just seems to be the case around the entire Western United States. I have an article to share with you today. This just came out on The Athletic. This is a big one that answers so many questions that I've been getting on social media. That includes Twitter and obviously this YouTube channel regarding the 49ers salary cap situation and how much the draft class is going to cost. And, well, I have some new information. This is something that I really haven't shared yet. The 49ers salary cap health and what's next in their roster construction. You could see right here at the bottom of the screen, I've already laid it out, the 49ers draft class cost versus the top 51 salary cap, because there's going to be a lot of misinformation regarding this. And if there is misinformation regarding this, people don't really understand how the 49ers roster construction process is working. And then by extension, they're not going to understand and they're not going to be able to properly predict what the 49ers might do in terms of their next steps. But the 49ers draft class is only going to cost right now. This is slated to cost because we don't know if they're going to hold on to all 11 of their picks yet, but it's only slated to cost $1.05 million against the salary cap. This, some people might think this is miraculously low, but I explain in this piece up on Athletic, and I'm going to copy and paste the link, put it into the comment section for you. It should be in the description as well, or at least it will be soon. The way that the 49ers are getting this cost to be so low is because of the top 51 rule. In the offseason, only the top 51 most valuable contracts count against the salary cap. And because the 49ers have only lower picks, right? They start at number 99. It's 11 picks, number 99. And after that, the rookie wage scale dictates that those picks are a lot cheaper than first or second round picks as far as their salary cap hit goes for 2023. In fact, the 49ers don't own a single draft pick that is more expensive than $1 million on the cap in 2023. So you take all those picks and you run the top 51 rule. And if they are more valuable than the 51st most expensive contract on the 49ers cap, well, then they'll displace that contract, but only by the amount that is different between that and the cheapest contract on the books, right? So say that right now, I think it's Alex Barrett, the defensive end, has the cheapest cap hit on the 49ers books. And that's something like $860,000. Say that the 49ers add a rookie for $880,000 because that's how cheap those rookie deals are. That rookie would only cost $20,000 against the cap. This is how the 49ers can fit an entire 11-pick draft class into their salary cap for only $1.05 million. So they currently have about $5 million of salary cap space. I just tweeted the John Feliciano deal was $2.25 million for this year, including the signing bonus, including everything. So they're down to $5 million in salary cap space, but they can theoretically fit everybody, including the rest of their signings, depending on who the signings are, obviously, and their draft picks under the salary cap. They can fill out a 90-man roster under the salary cap without restructuring anybody. Now, they might have to restructure somebody down the road because once the top 51 rule stops existing, when they cut down to the 53-man roster, maybe the 49ers will carry some more expensive players and all of a sudden they'll need a little bit more money. In that case, you can start talking about restructuring Christian McCaffrey, or whoever else is a potential candidate. But I don't think the 49ers are going to be thinking about restructuring until they really have to, until they see, okay, wait, we're going to need to rework a deal to be able to get under the cap, because you don't want to push too many of those expenses into the future. In fact, take a look at this. 49ers future year liabilities. Make this a little bit bigger. You could see through all these void years, through all of the backloaded contracts, the 49ers have a lot of money pushed into the future. They have $236 million in liabilities for next season with only 34 players signed. $103 million in liabilities over only 26 players in 2025. So this is all a situation where the 49ers are hoping that the salary cap is going to continue increasing yearly due to NFL revenues increasing, and they're trying to surf the wave of pushing money forward. But you can see why they are trying to save as much money as possible through these veteran salary benefits, 4-year qualifying player offers for Ross Dwelley, stuff that I explained yesterday. You could watch that video, or you could read the article up on the screen. You could see why they're trying to save as much money as possible, including through this draft class, to keep costs as low as possible. They don't want to become the Rams, for example. So hopefully that explains it. Go ahead and check out that article one more time up on the screen. There it is for you. Other 49ers news, NFL owners meetings began on Monday in Phoenix, and my bachelor party begins right now in Las Vegas. I hadn't made the banner for it, but right there we go. My bachelor party begins right now in Las Vegas. And then I'm going straight from here in Vegas to the NFL owners meetings in Phoenix, which was going to feature obviously Jed York, but Kyle Shanahan's going to be there. John Lynch is going to be there. We have this fun league-wide party on Monday night with all those guys. Last year, I think, Kyle Shanahan looked like he had just come from the party at his morning media availability. I think that was on Tuesday morning. So we'll see if similar fun is had this week, but we're going to definitely get some updates on what the 49ers think of their free agent class. Javon Hargrave, Sam Darnold. That's going to be really interesting to hear from Kyle Shanahan. Get maybe a little bit of a Brock Purdy update, although I gave you one yesterday via the channel, right? We took a look at Brock Purdy's brace for the first time on his elbow. So there's a lot going on, and hopefully I'm doing a good job writing about it, even when I'm technically on my bachelor party. So, show us some love. Give us a subscription right here. Check out The Athletic. This is in the chat section right now. You can check out the 49ers financial machinations piece. This is going to be the piece that gives you an idea of how the 49ers are twisting and turning to make everything work. Try to make the roster as strong as possible. There was a really, really interesting graphic that I included in the article, and I'm going to put this up on the screen so we could close the show with it. This is improvement or regression, improvement index based on what's happened so far in free agency. You see the Bears and the Texans have improved the most based on who they've added. This is based on an advanced statistical plus minus formula. Look how bad the Eagles are. They've lost 50 points based on this formula. The 49ers are up here. They've lost a little bit, but we expected them to lose a little bit because you can't re-sign everybody. And the good news is you don't play a game on March 24th. Games are coming in about 5 months, a little bit more than that. So now you have to add through the draft to replenish the depth that you've lost on a cost-controlled basis. And so, you want to move up to at least the midway point here. The good news for the 49ers is they had the best roster in football last year. So if they could just hold steady, which, again, shouldn't be too hard if you look at this, holding steady, just move up a little bit up these ranks over the course of the draft and then the free agency, undrafted free agency. You move up a little bit, you'll have the strongest roster again, especially since the Eagles are at the very bottom. All right, it starts now. We'll be in touch. See you on the other side. Everybody take care.